Hey! I didn't know you were here. Oh, I'm just about to head over to the lodge. I promised I'd visit Mary.
About some kind of assignment?
Nope. We're just going to hang out and talk today. For some reason, I felt like I knew Mary from the first moment we met her. I hardly knew any girls around my age until Manon showed up. Obviously, Mary and I were raised in totally different environments. And I figured out why when I saw her break up that argument between her brothers. People usually got along pretty well in Aleo Town for the most part, but when they would fight, they would get so tangled up in pride and status and saving face that they would never back down. So I would always try to go in and make peace. I guess Mary plays kind of a similar role with her brothers as the one I did. Or like how I was always there to make food for everyone when they would come home tired from fighting. It's nice when people enjoy your cooking, but it's hard when food runs out all the time. And how everyone was always asking me to cook this or that. When I talk to Mary about that kind of thing, she can totally relate. So we've been talking a lot lately because we have so much in common. Would you like to join us?
I wouldn't want to bother you two.
You wouldn't be a bother. But I didn't tell Mary I'd be bringing you along, so maybe it's not such a good idea. Yeah, well, maybe next time. Oh, look at the time. I need to get going. See you later.
Fancy seeing you here. Lysis dedicated his entire life to the revival of Kavaris. He spent every waking moment trudging through snow and ice to find out what happened. The rapid and violent change that took place in the environment during that war with Dark Falls. He left vast amounts of data in the Lodge study and the Lost Central terminals. At the Lost Central especially, in addition to files about the current state of the city, there were also plans for how to get it up and running again. To restore it to its former glory as the original Central City, and not just Lost Central. My guess is that Ilma and the others will carry the torch for Lysis now. But there's no telling how long it might take them. And one other thing. There was data regarding Central Cannon in Lysis's report too. Kavaris ARKS also used the cannon to repel the Dark Falls invasion. The records indicate that nearly 100% of the output capacity and stability have been preserved. That incomplete file about the Central Cannon that was in the study, Ilma finding that is how this all got started. When he shared the report with Crawford to get his thoughts on it, he also started trying to see if he could research it himself. And in the process, he realized that there was still more data to be found in Lost Central. You know the rest of the story. Now that we have all of the data, we should be able to make progress towards restoring Central Cannon. Lysis really did put his heart and soul into building a better future for everyone.
What an amazing person.
You're right. There are so many amazing people on Helfa. Everyone is giving it their all. Not just for themselves, but for everyone. I've met so many amazing people while traveling with you two. They all have that in common, even if their circumstances might be different. How else can I help the people of Helfa? That's what I'm working on figuring out.
Fancy seeing you here. Do you have a moment? I'd like to talk to you. Thank you. I'm training some rookie ARKS defenders. I've still got a little time to kill until they finish up running through Atrania. I'll get right to the point. Do you know what's going on with Manon lately?
What do you mean?
You might have picked up on it by now, but Manon's got a dark side. She's a top-notch ARKS defender, but I'm worried that it might be steering her in the wrong direction. I'm not sure what the source of Manon's sadness is. If she doesn't want to volunteer the information, then it's not really my place to pry. However, you can't have any baggage like that in battle. Sometimes it can cause a person to make poor decisions. The problem with that is, it doesn't just affect you, but everyone around you too. I'm saying this based on my own personal experience. Aina is facing her past head-on and trying to overcome it as quickly as possible. But Manon seems to be doing everything she can to stuff it all inside. That never works. She's going to explode someday. If Manon happens to ask for some help, I need you two to be there for her.
Of course.
The three of you are always together, so I'm sure you'd notice subtle changes in behavior. A team is about more than being a force multiplier. A real team is one with true bonds between its members. I want you to keep that in mind. Hope I didn't sound like I was lecturing you. Well, those rookies should be getting back from the Trania right about now. Sorry to ambush you with a talk like that. Thanks for listening. Keep an eye on Manon, would you?
Glad to see you. I was just wrapping up a few Central Canon details. Thanks to the data Ilma sent, I've been able to ferret out all manner of technical problems. And it's all thanks to the three of you. My sincerest thanks.
We all did it together.
You're right. I heard that you three and the 5 siblings worked to put it all together. How I met Ilma is kind of a funny story. One day, I saw that some anonymous comments had been made on data I'd uploaded to the library. The comments described errors in my work in meticulous detail. Incredulous, I re-examined my data, and sure enough, the commenter was right. Wondering who I was dealing with, I looked up the address. It had come from Kvaris. That immediately made me think of one person, of course. But I knew that Lysis, whom I had been in communications with before, had passed away. I contacted the lodge, and it was Ilma who answered. He told me that his mechanical skills were entirely self-taught. His free-spirited approach to problems was refreshing to me. I've been asking his advice on a variety of problems ever since. Including, of course, Central Canon. He's been working his way through the vast collection of research Lysis left behind. His ingenuity, combined with that logical mind, makes him second to none. I'd better work hard to keep up with him. Well, I suppose I should get back to working on Central Canon now. I have to make sure it's ready when we need it, right?
just in time. I'm thinking about putting together a report on the Stia region. See it? It's right over there. Would you mind if I run some of it by you first?
The Stia region?
It's a colossal volcanic island located on the other side of Hellfire Lake. We have an advanced team exploring it now, just like Kavaris. Although it's been several years since they first started out, they still haven't been able to make much progress. There are 3 things in their way. First of all, the interior terrain is really rough. Second, many incredibly powerful dolls have been detected in the area. And third, communications between the advanced team and Central City are not going well. The interior of Stia is like a multi-story structure, and the team has seen energy plants in there. They think that dolls production may be going on somewhere in there.
Dolls production?
Yes. We're waiting on a report from the advanced team for more details, but communication is slow. The team wants to recon the doll's production site, and even destroy it if at all possible. But Crawford won't authorize the advanced team to do that yet. He's saying he thinks it's still too soon. We do need to strengthen the defenses of each region, but we also can't just leave those dolls in Stia to wreak havoc. Both arguments seem equally valid, but we just haven't had the numbers to manage both at the same time. The team in Stia keeps insisting something truly nefarious is going on, but they've been unable to act on it. Those restraints may be released fairly soon. We've been building up cooperation with ARKS and finally managed to make inroads in Kavaris. The repair of Central Cannon is coming along at a rapid pace, too. And it's all thanks to your help. We have no choice but to start putting more resources into the situation in Stia now. I imagine we'll have difficult battles ahead of us, so we'd better be well prepared. We want to do all we can to help, in whatever way we can. Well, I'll let you know if there are any new developments.
Huh? Are you here doing shopping too?
Is that what you're here for?
Yes, I came to exchange some of our leftover food. The people here say it helps them out too, getting ingredients they didn't have. I remember this place used to be completely silent and deserted. Sometimes some ARKS defenders from Aelia would come to do some surveying or excavation. But that was really only once in a blue moon. By the time you guys showed up, lots of people were coming here. It was kind of unnerving at first. I mean, I'd never seen so many different people. It wasn't just me either. My siblings always seemed to be on edge too. We were preoccupied with Ilma too. But then things started to settle down a little, and I started having conversations with them. And I came to find out they were all really nice. They'd ask things like, "Do you need anything?" and "Do you have enough food?" Some of them even treated us like their own children. We've always taken care of ourselves completely on our own, so that's what we were used to. But I feel like they taught me what it really means to take care of one another. Our grandpa always used to tell us to take care of each other, of course. But I don't think I really understood what that meant until now. It's not just superficial cooperation. Noticing when the other person is upset, or being able to ask for help when you need it. That's what taking care of one another really means. These kind people, and you 3 taught me that. Thank you again. I'm really grateful to you for helping us rescue Ilma.
We all did it together.
Yes, I guess we did. But if that incident had never happened, I think the 5 of us would still just be doing our own thing. Now, we know how to truly take care of each other. And these kind people, too. You too. If you ever need anything, don't hesitate to ask. We'll gladly do anything we can to help.
Who's there? Well, fancy seeing you. What are you doing here?
I thought I'd go to Lost Central.
I see. I was just collecting some samples here for my research. Actually, I'd like to go to Lost Central too, to continue my research. But Mary and the others yelled at me and told me never to go there alone again. By the way, thank you for rescuing me a while back. There was so much going on, I don't think I ever said thanks. At the time, I had no idea all that stuff was going on outside. Communications were jammed, and there were all those tough dolls roaming around out there. I had some food with me, and there were mountains of research materials I wanted to go through. So I thought I'd just settle in and try to escape when I got the chance. I guess I probably should have left a note, or something. I was reading my grandpa's reports in the Lodge's study, and I came across a description of Central Cannon. Wow, that sounds cool, I thought. And before I knew it, I was on my way. I have a bad habit of losing sight of everything else when I get something in my head that I'm interested in. I need to work on that. But at least it got Central Cannon on the path to repair, right? And I got a good start on exploring Lost Central too, right? So the pros and cons kind of balance out in the end, don't you think?
Yup, you did good!
I did, didn't I? Man, Mary really flipped out over it though. Ever since then, I've made sure to let someone know before I go out anywhere. And I always call if I think I'm going to be late getting home. I try not to go off by myself too much. My siblings used to all kind of do their own thing most of the time. But now they check in with each other more and go out together a lot. Ever since that one incident, I'd say a lot of things have really changed. That's good, right? I plan to start putting even more effort into helping Elio now. I'm going to help with Central Cannon development and do everything I can to support them. And then the pros and cons should really balance out, don't you think? Well, I'd better get going. Thank you again.
I had a feeling you might come. You always creep up me at times like this. Let me guess. You're interested in that place too?
You mean Belugana Ruins?
Yeah. Lysis also mentioned this place in his report. The people of Kavaris gave Belugana Ruins its name. They refurbished the large ruins that were already here and turned them into a habitable place. Its population was on the order of Lost Centrals. It was considered second only to the first central city. And then, 100 years ago, it turned back into ruins again. Kvaris' technical proficiency at the time was far superior to Aelio or Retem's. They used to make vehicles that would be considered advanced, even by today's standards. They poured out all that ingenuity into their fight against the dolls. The weapons and manufacturing techniques they came up with made them quite formidable. But even with that, they couldn't withstand the dolls' onslaught. They ended up almost completely wiped out. The reason was that their ARKS defenders were subpar. They relied too much on their superior weaponry and didn't develop their fighting abilities. The foundation of every ARKS defender is photons. No matter how powerful the weapon, without ammo or energy, it's worthless. In the end, all you can really rely on is your own photons, and your ability to wield them. The Kvaris ARKS defenders weren't able to do that, and so they lost. Or at least that was the gist of the information found in Lysis's data. I only got to see some of the documents, but from what I saw, he mentioned the war often. Not only was he passionate about his research, but he was an excellent ARKS defender. At a basic level, all ARKS defenders need to excel in both martial and scientific pursuits. On that point, it's pretty similar to how Retem's ARKS defenders think. Neither Aelio nor Retem have anything like the technology that Kvaris had at the time. But even if they did, they wouldn't have the capacity to produce it in mass. So they have to make do with the weaponry that they have. Which means that each ARKS defender has to actually know how to fight. There simply isn't any other choice.
Oh, it's you. I'm just taking care of a little favor for Crawford. Oh, that's right. Do you have a minute? Since we'll be working together going forward, I should probably tell you some things about Crawford and me.
Do you two have some kind of secret?
Nothing as exciting as all that. As you probably know, my family had never lived anywhere but Kvaris. The only people I ever saw or talked to were my siblings. Every once in a while, some ARKS defenders from Aelio would stop by. But just to get directions or to exchange a little bit of news. The only other thing I ever saw was a vast expanse of white. My siblings are all pretty enthusiastic about Grandpa's old dream of reviving Kvaris. But for me, something has always seemed lacking in this kind of life, somehow. And then one day, I was organizing some data at my terminal when I happened to come across a research forum. As I was reading it, some data caught my eye. Come to find out later, it was written by Crawford. I happened to notice some mistakes, so I posted some comments. And the person started hammering me with questions. So, that's how I met Crawford. Well, I say met, but we were more like pen pals.
Do you mean you've never met him in person?
Never. To tell the truth, I doubt I would even recognize him if I did. He probably wouldn't be able to recognize me either. But wait, we sent our profile pics to each other once. My picture was kind of old. I heard that you used that photo when you were out looking for me.
I actually confused some of your siblings for you.
Really? Sorry, you must have had a pretty difficult search then. I know all of us siblings look pretty similar. If we had the same clothes and hair color, you probably couldn't tell us apart. Anyway, getting back to the subject. Even without seeing his face, I can pretty much imagine how he feels just reading his reports. I can tell how passionate he is about a topic, or which areas he struggled with. I feel like we understand each other, even without meeting in person or talking. Even now, we still correspond about technology, mostly by writing. So our relationship has always been somewhere between just plain research partners and real friends. Lately, I've had more chances to correspond with other research scientists too, but their responses are never as quick and accurate as Crawford's. It's really made me realize all over again what an amazing man he is. Hey, don't tell Crawford any of this, okay? He'll get a big head about it. Well, that's it about Crawford and me. I bet a lot of people would think the two of us are kind of weird. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you about it. Well, see you later.
Hello and welcome. What are you up to today?
Is everything going well?
Yes, thank you for asking. Ilma is devoting himself to his research, same as ever. Tyvis and Thule are competing over which one can defeat the most enemies. And Kuka often helps me with my work. None of those things have changed. But there are some things that have changed. Kuka goes out to do things with his brothers more often now. He helps Tyvis and Thule fight enemies. And he helps Ilma's investigations. I've noticed that Tyvis and Thule go out together a lot lately. Before, it always seemed like if one went east, the other one went west. And it feels like they help me with my work more often now, too. Helping me hunt tames or pick fruits and vegetables. I try to help them as much as I can, too. But when Ilma gets talking about his research, it's like he's speaking a foreign language. Speaking of talking, I chat with Aina and Manon a lot more now. Aina tells me about your journey together so far, and her memories of Aliotown. What a terrible thing it is, what happened to her. But she seems to feel comfortable talking to me about it. She says it's because we're both survivors. And that makes me so happy. And then there's Manon, too. She tells me about all kinds of things I'd never heard of, having always lived here in Kavaris. Like different creatures and other environments. She's not as difficult to understand as Ilma, of course, but sometimes I still can't quite keep up. Oh, by the way, do you have a little more time after this? I was hoping you could tell me some of your stories.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, wonderful! Let's go back to the lodge to talk then. Welcome back. I guess Kuka asked you to do something for him, right?
Your brothers asked me to do a bit of this and a bit of that.
Huh? They all asked you to do something? They really kept you busy. Sorry about that. They're all so shameless.
Still, you guys are really good
What?
siblings.
You think we're good siblings? Why?
Tyvis want to give you this.
This is from Tyvis? It's so pretty. I'll put it on display in my room. to thank Tyvis later. And thank you for bringing it too. You must be tired after today. Here's a little thank you from me. I hope you like it. Sorry for relying on you so much, but thanks for all the help.
Allow me to get straight to the point. After analyzing the data we received from our investigation of Lost Central, we have been able to narrow down where Dark Falls may be located. Deep within the Stia region. Thanks to everyone, we have completed work on Central Cannon, and it is ready for battle. We will lure Dark Falls out and fire Central Cannon as soon as it is in range. We can finally put an end to this long battle. That said, I imagine that things will not be quite so simple. The Stia region is the most dangerous one in all of Hellfire. There are two reasons. The first is that the entire region is covered in large amounts of magma. The second is that the dolls there are much more formidable and more numerous as well. Our objective is simple, but this will be the most dangerous mission you have ever undertaken. Please prepare yourselves and ensure that we meet with success.
We sure will, is what I'd like to say. But I have a question. Are there any ARKS defenders like Nadara or Ilma in the Stia region? Until now, we've managed to defeat the dolls by working with other defenders based in the region. So if we can team up again there, that would help.
Well, there is a Vanguard unit deployed in the Stia region. If only we could contact them somehow.
Oh, we should be able to contact the Stia camp. That's where the Vanguard unit is based. I'll bring them up right away.
No, wait!
Hey there! You've reached friendly operator Naroshi!
So, to sum up, we want to discuss our strategy for defeating Dark Falls.
Yep. Gotcha! Well, you heard him, Commander. What would you like to do?
Crawford.
Long time no see, Glenn.
I heard everything from Naroshi. I have no objections.
Thank you.
Kanui, I'm leaving this matter entirely in your hands.
Understood, sir. I am Adjutant Kanui. And it's good to see you again, Crawford, Rosa, Arachie. We will prepare a place for you to stay and await your arrival. Please, take care.
Are you two still?
No, not as much as before. We will succeed this time. We can't make the same mistake. Now, please make sure you prepare amply before embarking for the Stia region. Good luck out there.
Oh my, this place sure is something. How far is the Stia camp from here?
It should be located not too far from here.
Got it. Well then, let's get to it.
Dark Falls retreat confirmed. Your efforts are appreciated.
Altars. I've never seen these before.
I guess we have to take care of them.
Trial start. Success!
Oh, we got all of them. Let's keep moving.
Trial start.
New altars.
They've adapted to the environment. Let's wait and see how they attack.
Success!
Different kind of heat than alien towns.
I guess the Stia camp should be through here?
Probably. Not too far now.
Let's keep pushing on.
Trial start.
Those look pretty tough.
Trial start.
Maybe there are some ARKS defenders over there. Let's go see.
Be on your guard.
Whoa!
Stand down.
No, wait! This must be Glenn.
Conway, you're up.
I hope you can please forgive our insolence. We only hope to test your skills. Allow me to introduce myself again. I'm Adjutant Conway. A pleasure to meet you all. I see. Commander, even though the ultimate objective of Central City's strategy is different, I believe it is also true that our strategies have much in common.
Conway, explain our strategy to them.
Yes, sir. At present, we are in the midst of formulating a large-scale attack against 3 Dolls bases located within the Stia region. Our plan is to... And that is our current strategy.
So you mean to conquer the Dolls plant and the bases to the north and south, starting with an assault on the plant, right?
Correct. The plant is guarded by powerful Dolls. So, we have not managed to completely capture it yet.
We've been consistently overwhelmed by the enemy's numbers and had to pull back. However, this time we have you. I'd like to make the most of this opportunity.
Our plan
is to form a squad of our own people to distract the enemy within the facility. In the meantime, an elite squad led by Commander Glenn will take control. They will infiltrate the base and render it powerless.
We want to have you three on that elite squad too, in order to help us bring down the dolls. Failure is not an option. We must see this through at all costs. There's no need to worry. You'll have plenty of backup. Now, let's move.
This is the plant. It appears to be putting out dolls that are relatively small. It's not clear to us yet where the larger dolls come from.
What's a place like this doing on Alpha?
We do not know the reason either. But in any case, if we destroy this place, it will slow the production of dolls.
We won't get anywhere until we take care of this first, right?
Exactly.
And we start by taking all these dolls down. Come on.
Can you hear me? We're beginning the assault. There are several routes inside the plant. We'll split the main force in two so we don't get flanked. We'll scout ahead and draw the enemy out. After that, we'll need you to pick them off one by one.
We can do that. Just take them all out as they appear, right?
Correct. And then we'll all meet back up at the center. Wishing you the best of luck.
I wonder what those are.
They're scout wasps. They call for reinforcements if they spot intruders. Be careful.
I suppose we should take care of them.
Trial start. Success!
And that's that.
Yes.
It's so weird. What's a place like this doing on Alpha?
Well...
These doll units are in the way.
It's hard to aim at the ones in the back.
Trial start. Success!
We got all of them.
Let's keep moving. Looks like we have a large doll unit.
Let's keep doing what we've been doing.
Trial start.
Look out!
Success!
That'll do it.
Looks like there are more up ahead.
Looks like the one we fought in Retem. I wonder if this one helps its allies too.
It's entirely possible.
Trial start. Success!
We managed somehow.
Let's meet up with Glenn's squad, up ahead. They defeated so many dolls so easily.
Glenn's, like, on a whole other dimension of strength.
The only one who could equal the commander when he gets serious is the leader of Central City, Crawford.
Crawford? Really? He's that good?
Yes. Although, I haven't seen him fight for quite some time now.
Oh, hey, there's, something I've been curious about. Back in Central Tower, when Crawford saw Glenn, he was acting kind of strange. I was wondering if something happened between them.
Well...
Kanoi.
Sir.
Incoming.
This large doll unit makes powerful use of its legs. Try focusing on its lower torso armor first. More reinforcements.
Is that a no-glass?
You've got this, right, Anya?
Yes, I sure do.
Trial start.
No, it's changing.
Be very careful. Watch it closely.
Success.
Large dolls unit destroyed. No nearby enemy readings.
Yeah. Good work, everyone.
This should make the path behind us safer.
We're going to the northern base next. Move out.
This is the northern base. During exploration, we managed to discover the control room further in. We think that operating the terminal inside may open up a path to the innermost area. However, in addition to the dolls, it is defended by sturdy fortifications. This infiltration will be more difficult than at the plant, so we must be well prepared. We will proceed with the operation based on the intel gathered by our scout team. Scouts assemble! Oh, we lost them in that last battle, did we? Are there any others who can conduct an analysis?
We are ARKS defenders from Central City, who specialize in reconnaissance missions.
We aren't certain we can operate at normal efficiency here, but...
But rest assured, we'll have the full support of the Central City Command Room as we work.
Thank you. Please get started then, and let us know as soon as you find anything. Until the analysis is complete, please rest up and resupply. Once finished, the operation will begin immediately. You should resupply yourselves as well. Please notify me once you are all prepared. Right. We'll lead the way from here. Mop up any enemies that we miss.
Got it! We need to make sure we don't fall behind.
What the?
An eruption. Beware of lava bombs.
Trial start. Success.
So many dolls here, too.
Let's proceed carefully.
What are those?
They look like chunks of lava, but they're giving off powerful photon readings. It might cause a reaction if we were to apply some external force.
You mean, like, hit them with something?
Trial start.
start.
It looks like we're about to reach the end of the road. But where's the control room?
Success! Trial start.
An enemy?
An enemy reading. Are you okay?
This one looks pretty tough.
I'll be there as soon as possible. Hold out until then.
Thank you. I'm in your debt.
How is it going? Have you made any progress?
It isn't impossible, but it's protected by a complicated password. It looks like it'll take some time to release the lock before we can move forward.
Hey, maybe you could figure it out, Manon.
I'll take a look. I managed to unlock it, but just like you assumed in the beginning, without accessing the terminal located in the southern base control room, we probably won't be able to proceed into the innermost area.
So, as I thought. Then, let us move to assault the southern base as planned. Gather once you are fully prepared. This is the shortest route to the southern Doll's base. We will break through quickly and capture the southern base. Are there any questions?
Many of us are on our last legs. Do you really think it's safe to proceed in this state?
If we retreat now, we might not get another opportunity.
Right. We have put everything the Vanguard unit has to offer into this. So, indeed, while we have your aid, this is our best chance of succeeding. Or so I believe.
But...
We'll be just fine, Manon.
Move out.
Wow, that is a lot of enemies.
Long-range units and scout wasps?
Trial start.
This is Konui. What's your situation?
We cleaned them all up over here.
Nice. Let's rendezvous up ahead.
Unit. Wait, that model is...
Is this where you've been, Neil Stia? I'll initiate. Everyone else follows.
Trial start.
You're as good as dead! Always be prepared for the enemy's attacks!
So that's it, huh? Well, forget that one. Just focus on taking out the remaining dolls.
Trial start.
Look out for lava bombs!
So many. We have to tend to the wounded, quickly.
Calling the rescue unit. If you can move, tend to the wounded. Scout team, report.
We think we found it. It looks like the control room is further in.
Understood. You will need escorts. We will care for the wound here. May I ask you to handle the control terminal?
We'll escort. That's odd. I'm sure I unlocked it, but nothing changed. And the central barrier hasn't been removed. What could it mean?
Manon, we've received contact from Crawford.
Crawford? That's good.
This is my analysis of the data sent during the operation in the Stia region. The central base. Let's call it Stia's nerve center for now. In order to enter it, it seems you must access yet one more terminal and disengage the lock there.
Yes, but we don't know where that terminal is or how to operate it.
Well, there is someone who has figured something out about that. Manon!
What? Ilma?
Now, about where that last terminal is and how to operate it? I'll send the intel to your mag right now. See if it helps. You need to choose the correct array in relation to the info on the terminal, but I believe in you. Okay, I'm going back to my research. Later.
Ilma seems to have taken a liking to you. I believe in you too. You can do this.
Thank you.
Dark Falls must be hiding inside Stia's nerve center. I'm sure of it. Apologies for always asking so much of you. We are continuing our preparations. Please hold out. Just a little while longer.
We finished transporting and treating the wounded. Now, we head to Stia's nerve center immediately.
Understood. And I'll continue my work here.
Godspeed. If you are looking for Manon, she's been working on releasing that barrier since we arrived. Wait, where's the commander?
Damn it.
Glenn.
Guess I'm still not strong enough, right, Ivana? It's you.
Blaming yourself won't solve anything.
What? Listen, you don't think I know that.
You've done nothing wrong.
You...
Here I am! Here you go. I brought some warm food and drink. Made them myself. Time to take a load off, everyone. We've been eating nothing but packed meals since the northern base, right? If we don't eat proper food once in a while, our morale's gonna tank.
I should have been paying more careful attention to things like that. Thank you very much.
If we keep going, there's no avoiding fatalities. But even so,
So, do you like it?
It's delicious.
I know, right? I put extra special effort into it. I'm so glad you like it. How's Glenn been since that thing? It seemed like he suddenly changed when he saw that big dolls unit.
Niels, Stia, you mean. The commander has a deep history with that one. Crawford and the commander used to fight dolls together, you know. They were friends with another defender named Hibana, and they all trained together. However, 10 years ago, Niels Stia attacked Central. Thanks to their efforts, it was driven off. But Hibana lost her life in the battle. After that, Crawford and the commander each went their separate ways. Crawford resolved to strengthen our defenses so that fewer people would be lost in battle. He chose the development of powerful weapons to put an end to this fight without putting people's lives in danger. The commander, on the other hand, chose to pursue Niels Stia to its lair. Thinking that the cause of everything lay in the Stia region itself, the commander chose to hunt down and launch attacks on the enemy bases, recruiting other ARKS defenders, such as myself. He wanted to wipe out all dolls, like Niels Stia, from Hellfire completely.
Oh, I didn't know.
Commander.
I have a message for Crawford. Tell him I chose this fight of my own volition, so he should continue to pursue his own battles.
Commander.
We've entered Stia's nerve center through the north and south base terminals. The barrier should be deactivated shortly.
Everyone prepare for battle. I'll leave the formations to you.
Yes, sir.
I guess we're coming up on Stia's nerve center. Dark Falls is up ahead.
Yeah.
From here, we head to the nerve center?
Yes, Glenn's team is waiting for us. Let's go.
Oh, Glenn!
You've arrived. The four of us will lead the way from here. Kanoi will be the rear guard. All we need to do is focus on pressing forward.
Trial start.
Here they come.
More are coming! Be careful, everyone!
Why? Why does this remind me of that other battle?
Glenn.
Never mind. Let's take them down.
Success. Trial start.
Watch out. This one's tough.
Let's be on our guard.
Success.
Do you really think Dark Falls is up ahead?
If that's what Crawford said, then I guess so.
Trial start.
Why are there so many large dolls units?
Let's move to the front. Aimer, cover us.
Got it.
Good teamwork.
Another big one.
Only Neil Stia is tougher than this one. Get ready.
Trial start.
Aim for its head. Its weak point is underneath its armor. Time to move.
That thing in there is...
Let's find out.
I do not sense any movement. If we attack now, we may be able to crush it once and for all.
First, we take out Nielsa. We will put an end to it this time.
Finish this! Okay. First take out its legs. Keep that up.
Freeze the flaming creatures. We might be able to use them against it. Strange. Something's not right. Could it be charging up power?
Are you all right? Thank goodness.
Thank goodness. Why? Why would you sacrifice your life for me?
I'll take care of Manon. You help Glenn. Manon! Get a hold of yourself!
Crawford. Stay focused, Glenn. This is not over yet. All right, we're moving up. Yes, that's it! Aim for its head, too. It seems to have slowed down quite a bit. Now, it's finished. How long has it been since we spoke face to face?
Why leave Central now, of all times?
Because the time had come. Central Cannon stands completed and ready. And I believed that all of you would locate Dark Falls, without fail. So, seeing that this is the end and all, I thought I should lend my old friend a hand.
Once this is all over, we can finally mourn her properly.
Yes.
Crawford, I had no idea you were that strong.
But what about Central? Without their leader, they...
I said I wanted to get some exercise, so Dozer's taking care of things for me. More importantly, are you all right, Manon?
I'm fine.
Watch out! Stay away from the edge. Come here.
It's moving? Commander, what are your orders?
Take the wounded and retreat!
Crawford! What are you going to do? We can't possibly retreat when you...
Okay, that is far enough. We managed to lure it out. Now! Dozer! Fire!
But what does that mean, Crawford? Did Dark Falls get away again?
Don't worry, everything is fine. Allow me to explain. Currently, we believe that this Dark Falls may have fled into space-time, just like it did before. But this time, it's on the ropes. It has limited regenerative abilities. However, it can only be fully recovered at that dock in Stia's nerve center. Which means it will have to rematerialize at some point.
How do you know all of that?
Lysis's records. And the data that Elma and I put together helped a little. Lysis created detailed records of the battle with Dark Falls that took place in Kvaris 100 years ago. He painted a very clear picture of it. I almost felt like I was there myself while reading those records. Anyway, he wrote a lot about the previous Dark Falls behavior patterns, as well as activity cycles. It sounds like the ARKS defenders of Kvaris had a very hard time dealing with it. And he wrote about how, just when they had dealt lethal damage to it with concentrated fire, it disappeared somewhere for a while. And when it reappeared, the damage had all been repaired somehow. That somewhere was that place in Stia.
Wow. Lysis wrote all that?
Yes. I wasn't quite sure myself until I saw it at Stia's nerve center with my very own eyes. However, we had always thought that Dark Falls and the dolls came from somewhere outside of Halpha. To think those bases were right under our nose the whole time. One can't really help but wonder who built them and when. But I suppose that's not important right now. Our next course of action is quite simple. Once Dark Falls rematerializes from space-time, hit it with Central Cannon. We've mostly figured out its potential emergence points. It won't get by us unnoticed. But even if it did somehow, we still know where it wants to go. We just need to keep attacking and damaging it. Every little bit helps. It doesn't matter how long it takes, just as long as we win in the end. However, there is one problem. We can't be certain that it will be the same Dark Falls as the one prior to our data collection. It might be completely different, and in ways for which our data cannot account. You know, that is actually fairly likely. It is Dark Falls we're talking about, after all. We have several backup plans, but there's no telling how effective they may be. So, the strength of each ARKS defender is really what it will come down to. So when it does reemerge, I'd like you to be at the forefront of the fighting, as usual.
What about us?
There's something I'd like you to do. I'll contact you about it later.
Okay, sounds good.
I know, it's been rough, but we're almost there.
Whatever it takes, we'll get it done. Just like we've been doing this whole time. Right?